slow today. Hey, greetings, blessings. All right, going to messages and to Q&A. So, I should take a while. Yeah, sure. Greetings to you, Archangel Raphael. Blessings to you. Yes, the new energies as Earth shifts. Yes, there are many shifts on the way of timelines. Of course, they're not revealed, but you're seeing one now. So yes, it shows the vibrations, especially with the weather system. So as you can say there's a lot happening now. Realize with your power outages, many were well aware this type of thing was going to happen eventually. So it's just that your government or your shadow government played a role in keeping it the way it is. So you can say this is kind of planned. You could say, always on a non-physical level or on an elitist level, you can say. So it's not those in front of you, but those that are further down. So don't say they don't. Especially California, are well aware of that. They play games with California all the time. This is a little bit different though. So yeah, it's to get the mind off of the world. It's a lot of it is a distraction. You can say a major one, as you can see. It's going to be going on probably for months. Also, the repercussions of this. So it shows that the year is going to be, yes, a different type of year, what you're used to. Of course, last year was very different. This one's going to be not exactly the same, but it's going to have different timelines coming in that aren't going to be able to even predicted. So, of course. But yeah, it's going to be a choppy year. Let's put it that way. So, blessings to you. Greetings to you. We have the Andromedans just here for a moment. Yes, there are energy crystals the Earth is connecting to. Yes, a many timeline shifts where alien life is, yes, slowly getting closer to humanity in a way that might not be, yes, predictable, but it is showing that you are coming to an age of an alien disclosure, yes. Now, there's been slight little ones here and there. Well, it has not been pushed. The propaganda has not been pushed just yet, but they are testing the waters. So you say even UFO disclosure currently is kind of a psyop through the news. So this is a slight slap, and they are setting up for probably disinformation for the most part, but it is a form of awakening, though. So they can control it. So, ways for your media to control it. But it is another form of awakening. So, you can say also, even Area 51, even Roswell is part of this awakening that's coming. It is. They're going to use it for propaganda purposes. Let's put it that way. So there is a change coming for sure. Now the time frame of this It will be in your lifetimes, many of you, if you plan on staying here for some time. As for when, it's still unclear, of course. Can't go into exactly when, but it's that's all we can say. We can't even say it like close why or anything like that. So let's see. Greetings to you. We are the Mayans. Blessings to you. We are, yes, a collective energy. The human is still one of the most important beings in this universe, the perfect vehicle for self-discovery. Alien beings, yes, we can only go so far in our evolution, but the human is where we can truly mix it up, where we don't have you don't look like a bird, you don't look like a cat. You are just, it's technically like a neutral alien being, you can say. So it's just a clean slate. So, I mean, the cat people can have a feel. I mean, for a long time, the cat people was the discover, and at one time was the canines. We explored that through all different in the bird, but there was something missing as for the human, where you don't look like any of those. I mean, you technically kind of do, but not exactly. Basically, a clean slate, so you can be, a stranger in a strange land, basically, or we can figure out ourselves even more through the human experience and learn how much we like each other and how much we dislike each other as a alien race or a species of know galactic connections. And yes, you're going to have difficulties with some of your galactic beings, your Ashtar commands, and well, they have a lot to heal themselves. They're not perfect. No one is. Your world's not perfect. A lot of these galactic federations are very similar to Earth in a lot of ways, because this is where they learned it from. They've had their own difficulties, but they've had a peaceful time and a not so peaceful time. So, but yes, our energies, yes, are very much with the Earth. As Mexico is a place of disclosure, yes. I can say yes, you are being set up for an awakening, unlike anything ever perceived, imagined. So we're also here to answer your questions, whatever you are, many.
Hello, greetings, Mayans.
Blessings to you.
Blessings. That was a very lengthy message. I mean, a lot packed into that. Thank you for
Yes.
that. Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hello, hello,
Greetings.
greetings. So, uh, I've seen visions of different alien encounters,
Mhm.
and well, that's gonna be open. But any messages for me?
You just see, yes, the cat people presence with you, bringing them onto a ship, taking them to different solar systems to learn, or some, yes, take like the Cat Express, you can say. um, well, I mean, these are cat people and cat animals, but most of the cat people for them explore different realities. A lot of it was in Andromeda. A lot of your feline interactions, what I can see. Um, let's see. So yes, your energies are, I believe, mostly connected to the Agarthians. Um, what I can see here. The elf people. It's you have a strong connection with them. So connecting to a cat person or other beings, you can see what they cannot always see. So
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. So I had a really strange dream that there was extremely huge ship, like beyond what we are seeing in Star Trek and Star Wars, and it was going somewhere. I think we kind of tried to hide it or something, and I was on a very small ship in comparison that kind of latched onto the huge one, and then it moved that looked like a womb. Actually, it was like a pink wombish thing. Like, it can be another universe, because we just have a perception that our universe looks black, but you never know what I was. So, do you have anything that could make my curiosity go away?
Well, it seems like that ship that you're connecting to, so that they're following your lead. For what I can see, you're taking them somewhere.
Yeah.
You say to other universes that you've been connected to, that the beings that weren't aware that were even there. You say those have been technically trapped in this universe. It's funny how humans feel like they're trapped on this Earth, but then alien beings can feel like they're trapped just in this universe. So you showed a doorway out of it. So especially when you're on a planet like this, it's disconnected from alien life. Well, on a social level, it's disconnected. So
Yeah.
but yeah, you're just showing those other beings what their potential was, basically, is what I can see.
Yeah, there was a woman commander, I guess, that I connected to. The scenery looked kind of Ian Flux from the animated series somehow, but still humanly and other dimensionally, which is really cool.
It feels like some of those are, yes, super women or robotic women, at least another side of them. Yeah, they're just what is it called? But yes, they are a group that you learned a great deal from, but they can get lost in their own idea systems.
Cool. Love that. Well, thank you
Yes.
for that, and have a cool channeling.
Yes, blessings.
Blessing.
Okay, very interesting. Up next, we have Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question tonight is, I would like to know if there are any messages from my higher self.
Something about you being taller when you grow up. That's obvious, I believe. But yeah, there's a lot of tall white energies that you're connected to. You might not be fully aware of. There's also a Pleiadian connection, but the tall white connection. One of the reasons why you came into this realm is to learn from them. I believe you're learning about them. Of course, there's a lot. They're not much. See, you have to go by what you feel from them. They're very protective of themselves. But I believe over time you'll understand their presence here. There is a presence in Washington, D.C., of course, with a lot of other mountain areas is where they're at. But there's a strong connection there.
Thank you. My second question is, out of curiosity, I heard that alien beings sometimes take the form of humans to check up on people. So I was wondering if, let's say in the past 2 weeks, if any alien beings that are connected to me have taken the form of a human to check up on me in person.
Now it depends if you've been out at all. If you've been inside, it's a little bit difficult for them to check in on you. I mean, we see there's like a female girl, but someone of your age, but nothing in particular at this time. I mean, I feel like the grays are around you mostly, but they're not in human form normally. Don't need to be. So, I mean, you're not going to notice this person, I believe, if that does occur. So,
all right. Thank you.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Steven.
Hello,
yes.
Mayans.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Much love to you. Much love to you. Can you definitely? I would love if you could connect to my roots of Earth, humans, the Mayans, the Aztecs, mainly the Mayans. What, since y'all are here, just see what my history, my connections are with y'all on a deeper root level. Just what you can bring through. Thank you.
We have a deep connection with Mars, actually. You've been a Mayan on Mars. So if you feel like you have a Mayan lifetime here, you feel it's more Martian. You've been a strange being in a strange land, teaching them technologies, even telling the Martians what to do, because they're messing things up quite a bit. The pyramid energies that are brought to the Mars, that are not, I don't believe there currently anymore, but many pyramids are there to heal the planet, not to take over it. So, the Martians became very arrogant at one time, or obviously, but your energy there was to bring their knowledge to Earth through the pyramid technologies, what I can see that are in Central America. So you're also very connected to the Amazon, definitely the Amazon. That's where I believe most of your connections with the Mayans are. Most of that information has been lost. There's a lot of technologies in the Amazon River that are completely hidden. There are a lot of actually flying technologies that are there. Buildings that can fly, things of that kind. Temples that can fly, hidden for good reason, as you can see. And even buildings, temples that can be healing factors. Those are not, I don't believe, here anymore. They removed those for obvious reasons. Misuse, most likely. We did also have a connection with the elites that were wanting this tech. That's why a lot of these items are hidden, because the elites of how to misuse everything.
Sweet, awesome. It's second question. I'll just leave it open. Any of the strongest energies that wish to connect and has any info messages? Thank you.
With our arc terrain energy that is with you, you can say you came here on this planet as a shaman of even you do connect to extraterrestrial beings that you probably know through your telepathic ability. You're here to just say, hey, it's on its way. Time frame's another story, but you know it's coming, but when and how, however it gets here, it will find its way. So that's one of the reasons why you're here. Yes, you bring it in. You are one of many, of course, but you just have an inner knowing. So just trust that. Now, you might not be able to see a timeline, then again, you might. But yeah, it will come stronger. You will get indications of things on their way. So even if there is a government influence that brings it, doesn't really matter. I mean, if there's a propaganda with the alien, that's at least it's part of the awakening. You can see through it. It still shows that the awakening is here. So yeah, not to lose hope, even if they're trying to dabble into everything. If they get involved with it, they don't seem to do anything right half the time. So. But it is part of another form of awakening, though. So let's see.
Hey, I was wondering on the first question, just real quick to continue on that. I was just wondering. I feel that if I physically visited the pyramids, that I seem to have some unlocking codes, or like they've talked about like there's codes to unlock these pyramids when the time is right to bring in a positive and all that advanced stuff. And do you have any info on that?
Yes. When the time is right, that is key. So you can say a plane ticket will fly out of the sky into your pocket or something, or all of a sudden things will just work out. Let's look at it that way. So if you're trying to get there and things aren't working out, don't worry about it. It'll just happen automatically. Yeah. Something a friend will talk to you, or friends or something will come in. Yeah. It'd be that easy.
Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Thank you for that. Up next, we got Silverclaw.
Oh, hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Is this the Mayans?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, my first question. My plants are starting to get too close to the lights above them. They have about 5 weeks left till harvest, and I want to know when they will stop growing taller. Like,
It feels like at least a couple more weeks, got to keep growing taller. I feel like you'd be able to make it work or add a apparition there where they can grow around or something.
hmm sure. I was just trying to figure out when I could stop doing that, but it seems like would it keep doing it for the rest of the 5 weeks, or maybe like just 4 more weeks?
Well, it won't grow fast; it'll grow slow. So,
So it's slower now.
do the best you can.
Okay, so like, okay, I think I see what you mean. Okay, all right. Anyway, my next question. Want to know if Craigslist. I want to know if the website Craigslist is a safe website for me to sell my herbs without getting caught.
At first, yeah, it should be fine for a while. Just try it out. Just try it little by little and see how things work. Most likely, nobody's going to pay attention, especially now. But just choose your words carefully. That's all.
Okay.
But I believe you'll find other means. So that's a good start. But if you're not feeling right about it, then don't do it. But for right now, it should be okay.
For right now, do you mean like a year? Like within a year, then maybe.
Well, that's testing your luck. We don't have a time frame exactly how long.
Okay, well, it seems like 1 year would be too much, so I think I'll just use that as a
yeah. Just follow your instincts. Yeah.
Okay, well, fantastic. Thank you for that advice.
Yes, you're doing good with that. Yes, blessings.
Great, thank you. Bless your heart.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings to you.
As I was perplexed at how people can misuse healing centers, but I guess nothing's impossible. People can always figure out a way to abuse any technology. So
yes, right.
Maybe kill people and then heal them back, and kill them again and heal them back. That's one common form of torture out there. Dear the Mayans,
yes.
That's cool. My first question is about so Mayan blue, which came kind of, I think, later in the civilization. I think it's a lot older than people think, and went by different names and kind of morphed, but it was the same culture more or less. Had this thing called Mayan blue, which was a color pigment formed from various things that included a clay called palygorskite. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, which is strangely not very common around where the Mayans were. It was actually a lot more common in the southeastern United States, which makes a lot of scientists think, because of the lost history of the Mayans. Thank you, Spanish, for burning everything. They didn't get everything, but they got a lot. They think that there must have been, more than just trade, like there must have been a colonization of the southeastern United States by the Mayans.
Yes. Right.
So that was a quick yes or no question. It sounds like you confirmed that.
Yes, it was all throughout the United States, in hidden places mostly, even caves. So it wasn't there to make, to build temples. It was more like cultivation, understanding society, the climate. Is mostly what it was about.
Were they connected to the mound builders, or was that a different group?
No, yes, they were. Yes.
All right, cool.
They just didn't leave their same roots as they did. They lived some, but nothing like what they lived in Central America.
There's a bunch of mounds 4 miles from me.
Yeah.
I imagine eventually they got stone and put the stone on top of the mounds and made pyramids, but they never quite got that far in the southern U.S. The second part of this, since we're talking about colonies and stuff, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a colony, but were the Mayans, war is probably not the right word because it's another reality, The Mayans are like part of the Atlanteans, right?
Yes. We're also part of Sirius also. The Atlanteans were Sirius beings, technically. Not fully, but they came from Sirius, but they weren't necessarily Sirian beings, full bred.
Cool.
So yes.
Cool. I just thought it was weird that they would call one of the groups within Atlantis Mayans and it not be like the same culture. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but I thought that was interesting. So that makes sense.
It was about our DNA. We're changing our DNA structure. So yes, we're going to be called something else due to our skin color. Yes, there were blue people there at one time.
Cool. So my second question is, like there's probably millions of people like me who unlocked our psychic abilities and stuff. Like it doesn't seem to have much of a practical purpose. I mean, I've used it for some practical things before, like finding things that were lost and stuff like that. But it seemed to me like the practical purpose of it may be more like four-dimensional. I'm wondering, like, are beings looking at what we did and then like, damn, I could have done that too. Like, why the hell didn't I do that? And making changes, like, I wouldn't say jealousy is the right word, but just like, why didn't I think of that or something like that? Is that happening?
Oh, that happens all the time. That happens all through history. Yes, or spirit beings do make sometimes the worst decisions, worse than humans. Those are ones supposed to be protecting humanity. So, but yes, it happens quite often. Is that true?
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense because it just seems like they would be like, well, that looks interesting. Like, I could do that too. Like, why haven't I done that yet? And maybe part of that was just to get more beings to do that kind of stuff.
Well, a lot of the psychic abilities, yes, they're usually at full power in fourth and fifth dimension. Third dimension, you're here to learn the physical, so that's why connecting to those powers isn't always the easiest, or even utilize properly because you're in the physical, and you use your intuition for survival skills, kind of like the hunter-gatherer energy is there. You can say typically, at least mostly by your humans. Yeah,
I think if people put as much energy into learning psychic stuff as they did into learning like physics or their bachelor's degree or whatever, that pretty much everybody would be successful. Like you could have colleges that just teach that. I think they just shut that stuff down most of the time.
Well, yeah, because they can control the human consciousness. That's why.
Literally, the only ones that unlock it are just random luck. I mean, luck's probably not the right word, but it's just like, oh, I just did that. Like, great, cool. Yes. What else can I do?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, like Tibet, that energy can be anywhere if the society allows it to. You just they have to work on it. That's all. It might not be exactly the same, but you can do similar things.
At least we don't get burned anymore for it.
Yes, it's getting that's another way. It's more banned now, as you know. In some places, at least.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you. Much love.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Omran's questions he asked me to read. His first question: can you tell the colors of my aura and their meaning?
See, blue and orange. Blue is just your psychic, your intuition abilities that also connect to Anunnaki as you're unlocking much of their energy fields throughout different dimensions. It's more to it than that, but you're like cradled in their energy realm for various reasons. The orange is about you going outside the sun, going outside even the universe itself, connected to strangers, strange beings you've never met before. And I believe you have that. New beings are appearing every once in a while in your dreamscape. So, because you're always looking, it's kind of like you're looking for a ride. You're looking for astrally, you're just looking to hook up with new people. So, blessings.
Okay, interesting. A second question. Are there any interesting messages that you can give?
Well, we see you shifting through the dimensions like a Rolodex of cards, picking which one to connect to throughout the day, minute by minute. Now, you're not always seeing it in your physical, but you probably do see sometimes what you call a Mandela effect, maybe ever so slightly. You're known to, I mean, yes, people do this a lot, but you're known to, grasp it more in your energy field. So it's just part of your nature of shifting realities. As you know, you connect to different, Shiva, different types of Indian beings, because they can appear from other realities into this one. So it's just a deep connection you have with different dimensions. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Marvin.
Greetings, mine's for my first
Thanks.
question. I've been getting visited lately and stuff, and I would like to know what's been in being or the name of the ancestor and the smell that I picked up on. Can you give me a little bit on that? And by me writing a letter, trying to manifest. I'm not gonna say, but I'm trying to manifest something. And do I need to sleep on that?
Well, to manifest something, yes, you're right. You can write it down. Does work, or write several things down. Some people do a list. As for somebody that's visiting you, it's a great grandfather from what we see. It's someone
Okay,
with rabbit energies. We
can you say rapid?
see a rabbit, yeah.
Oh, okay. What can you give me a name
Of what name exactly?
of the grandfather?
No, we don't have a name for him, just a great grandfather. But it's on your mother's side, from what we can say.
Is it Nat?
Mm. Yes, that's there. I believe there's another individual there too, but yes, that is one. Yes,
Okay, so they're aware of me thinking about them, right?
yes. Mm-hmm. Well, you're healing your ancestor energies. So, yes.
Well, how am I going about doing it? I'm just curious.
Just by being yourself, you're not
Being my,
following tradition
oh.
of your ancestors, and that's healing it.
So is that the reason why I got hit in the back and I felt
Yes,
that?
correct. Yes.
Oh, god dang. Okay.
Yeah, they
For
can
my
be
second
they're very
physical.
yeah.
Yeah, I could tell that they're like for my second question. It's about my mother's dream that she told me about her going up the stairs. I guess me, her, and my brother as a family. Can you give her a little something about that she was trying to explain, or you could try to explain to her?
Explain what exactly?
The dream my mother tried to tell me about this morning about her going up the stairs and how she went up a certain long stairwell. She got to a mass where there was a lot of mass of black people that was looked like they was waiting for something, and it's about her dream that she tried to explain to me and
Yeah,
stuff. Can you give me a little?
those are ancestors that she is healing. So that comes back to a reptilian source energy in your past. So it's something that has not been healed for a very long time. So it's ancestry energy that's it goes back to slavery in the past. So you're
Is that the
making a
reason why
major
she
change.
she got scratched along her back? She
Yeah.
want to know why did she? Can you give her why did she get scratched, or is it a name of an ancestor that she could tell them to quit scratching her because that really worries her, and I know I have to hear about it, as you can see and stuff, but she just need clarity of if she tell them that, because she showed me the long welt that was along her back, almost like a belt scratch.
Yeah, it seems like those that kept some of your family uh, slaves, they're trying to enslave your family still. So that's these slave owners are the name coming in is Nate. It's not an ancestor. It's one of the people that are trying to. It's English.
And
South
so,
Africa connection. What I can see.
so are they actually still trying to enslave now, as in
Yeah,
spirit, or are you talking about
yeah.
as like their
They're
ancestor?
lower astral. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that stopped. Yeah, they get like a bloodthirst to them. Those from lower astral. Yeah, they're trying to do. Yeah, they're doing the same thing, trying to do the same thing. They feel like they're alive still, but they really aren't.
Okay. Thank you and
Yeah,
blessings.
it's deep. Yes, blessings.
Yeah, that was some deep stuff right there. Thank you for that. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings and blessings.
Greetings.
My first question is about this elusive, again, evil being that seems to silver and transparent was one thing that I seem to be in this tennis match or something with this, and I'm kind of saying, well, come, and it seems to be saying, oh, you can't handle me, and I'm going, well, I think I can. Can you tell me who this is and what we're up to?
So now these dark beings have been coming to you. They are light energies. It just, darkness around them. You have darkness that has taken over them through substance abuse, suicide, just the vices of humanity, slavery. This one it was a romantic interest, I believe. So this one's trying to make their moves on you. So it's like a romantic gesture there. What we say.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So
okay.
Trying to heal. So that's why they say
okay.
you can't handle me.
Okay. I couldn't then, I guess.
I can drive you crazy. Yeah.
Drive it. Well, okay.
I see a lot of poetry around this being too, like a romantic poetry type. Yeah, from the 1800s. Yeah, that's what I see there.
Okay. Good. Well, thank you. Okay. My other question is actually for you, which I'll preface it with I went and visited El Mirador in Guatemala and climbed on top of a temple at daylight and kind of you were talking about going to the pyramids at the right time. I think I was not at the right time because what my feeling was not, I was expecting to have this moment of clarity and all I had was a sense of like almost sadness looking out. It was beautiful. It was like the jungle, but I was imagining what it was like before. It must have been, absolutely amazing. And I was thinking, the idea we have is that we destroyed this. Well, we European came and destroyed this for you. Did you guys have your civilization kind of robbed from you, or was this? Are you sad that it's no longer around, or did you have your time here and it's fine? Can you talk about that?
Well, yeah, we're there to give knowledge to the people. What they do with it is up to them. So of course we want them to live, in the most positive level of it. And they were actually for a long time. But when disease came, then other settlers arrived, and so it was actually very peaceful in the beginning, even after the alien beings left. So it was a time of peace. But after a while, they have to explore themselves. Not everybody gets along with each other. A lot of it had to do with disease, where the mind was just not thinking correctly, especially to just flies are bringing diseases and different things from other places. So it's cycles. We're going through a cycle right now. So everything has its purpose. It might not be an easy purpose on humanity. Might have all the answers, but it is where it needs. It's where humanity. Humanity's out. If humanity was allowing more the alien side to open up. Many are afraid of it. They're just, I have my cookies and milk and reality here. They're just in a sheltered reality, but we do see the skies opening up more for alien people. It's just humans are in their comfort zone. It's time to shift that comfort out. Is what we see. And they might not like it at first, but then they'll be very thankful for it over time. Is what we see. So, let's see.
Thank
a
you.
dimension in the sky is opening up and beings coming through. Let's put it that way. Maybe not all at once.
Good.
But
Good. All right. Thank you very much.
blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Christie's questions. Her first question: I was speaking to a Lyran lion in the bath last night, speaking light language and healing codes. Can you look to see what we were talking about? I was even writing codes on the walls while speaking.
Well, it's about shifting the Earth's vibration to the oceans because she was connected to water. So the oceans will heal. There's a lot of hidden knowledge in the oceans, of course. So even temple is being pulled out. So there will be a time of alien discovery here. They're not saying what time frame that will occur, but when humanity begins to really go into the alien artifacts, I mean, truly, when they fully understand the alien presence that are here, there'll be a whole nother age of archaeology, because humans would be thinking differently than they do now. So they'd be at a lighter vibration. Not everybody, but quite a few of them will be, to find what has been lost here. So that's what she's connected to.
Okay, thank you. Her second question: yeah, in my vision, I was being chased by a German shepherd running after me. Then we ran together and leaped from mountaintops. Is this dog my super soldier partner or an aspect of myself?
Well, it's her overcoming her fears. And she's going to another side of herself. Super soldier, they're not really showing that so much. Or just your shape-shifting abilities. I mean, yeah, she's connected to her super soldier side, but there's a shape-shifting side that's actually stronger, which would become anything. Super soldier is just that, just a super soldier. But shapeshifter, you can do all kind of things with that. So that's what I believe that's what I was bringing out to her. Blessings.
Hey, blessings, thank you. Up next, we have Anana.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm happy to
Yes.
have you here.
Rings. Yes.
So my question is going to be about astral, and I just like every night I'm going on some interesting journey, and like all the time I see myself running from someone, like everyone chasing me and trying to kill me and all this kind of stuff. And just recently they caught me, and I was kind of like, in that moment I'm like, oh, it's just a dream. And my guide, and I recognize her voice when she speaks, she's like, no, it's nothing about the dream. So I see myself always in different realms, in like it's hard to understand. That's why my question, like, what's going on in astro and where I am, because it's so freaking real. And they're telling me that world is real. I'm there, present, and doing something.
Yes, you are part of realms of giants, elemental beings. There are soldiers. They're trying to control humanity. So you connect to an elitist energy. We get sometimes too close to their presence, but we do see giants around you a lot. It's like, so you're basically in Agartha. Not always, but recently. Basically free Agartha from its hidden realm. I believe that's what you're working on. Some of us say it's too soon. Some of us say it's been long enough. So that's what we see.
It's interesting because that world, it just looked nothing like Agartha. It looks like so bad, like
Well,
Earth, but like,
that's the elite. That's the elitist realm.
yeah, I would say it's like elites. Yeah.
So you're not always seeing the Agartha because we see giants all around you. But yeah, so you're working with opening up their realm or removing them, so the Agartha can come through more. That's what we see.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because nature, like so present in that realms. It's so bad, but nature is so present. And I
Yeah.
remember myself touching the trees, and I was hiding and running from someone, and I'm like, oh, mother nature, can you please transform me into the tree? And she's like, help me, and made me a tree so I could hide. But they anyways they found me, so it's like so crazy going on stuff. Okay,
that's the elitist chessboard. Yeah, that's so. Yes, that shows it's a medieval realm that you're in. So you say it is part of Agartha. It's more of the darker side of it, though.
Yeah, and they always, like, when they caught me there, they always eventually ended up attacking me in my real place, in my home. When I'm trying to escape into my body, they come in and try to keep me, you know. So it's fighting all the time.
We see that you're like some of their soldiers, some of their elitist soldiers have like a chest plate. You're there to remove their chest plate so they can be seen, because they have a way of keeping themselves cloaked. So that's what we see there.
Okay. So in my second, yes, thank you. It was so interesting. My second question is, like, these fights all the time happening in Astro. Like, I am a part of some fights, and I remember like guy in my dream telling me that, oh, it's got so bad. It's like so bad. They're so nutty. They're like fighting so bad. And he looked at me and told me, but you are not neutral. So I'm always felt myself in love to darkness and light. I do not understand duality. I'm good with everything. And my question is, what is my darkest incarnation? What is my darkest? I know maybe it's not pleasant to look at it, but I just want to know, because I feel so much love from these demons, and they just always coming to me and trying to, like, to play.
Well, I see in this realm, it goes back to your first question. You do have a lover that is part of the dark forces.
Yeah.
And so you're not always for that, but you're not like completely against it. It's it's just that you're there causes a lot of upheaval there, from what we see. So you can visualize, I believe it's a male energy, visualize that however you wish. He is a knight, kind of like wearing black armor is what we see, or something like that. So, but as someone, well, some of these souls have given themselves to the devil for power. So, well, you can say in your darkest life, yes, you connected to Luciferian energies in your past. I feel like it's connected to the Catholic Church way in the ancient times of your Earth. It's like we see you having like a relationship with a priest or something around those lines. And even had offspring quietly. So that end up being part of like a royalty elite, for what we're saying.
Oh my God, it's so cool what you just said, because I just recently had a dream where I seen like a priest sitting like in a chair, and he was like a devil, but like with this like a devil from the movies. And I'm like, and I was hidden, and I was talking that I am Angel, Earth Angel, and I was like playing with him, and then he started like chasing me and trying to make love. And I see myself like all the time making love to dark beings in my astral planes for fun, But so it's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
thank you. Thank you.
What we do with that? Yes, blessings.
Love you. Okay.
Like, that was very interesting. Okay. Up next we have April.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I had a very odd dream last night that I didn't even remember until I joined the webinar just now, and something triggered it. I was back in my childhood neighborhood at my neighbor's house. That was my friends growing up, but it was like we were the age we are now. And she just had a baby at home, premature, and I was there helping her. And she thought the baby was dead, and she wanted me to get rid of it. And I picked up the baby, and it was still alive. And she said she still didn't want it, so I was going to take it to the fire station or the hospital for her. And then the baby started to channel messages through me and speak through me. And then I started lactating. and feeding the baby.
Mm.
And then the baby started growing bigger and bigger. And then I realized it wasn't a baby. It was an alien, and it was growing like exponentially bigger and bigger. And it was just the weirdest dream. And I decided that I was going to keep it and raise it. And that was it.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
that's more like from a reality.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah, that actually happened from what we're seeing. It just has the fast version of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you call an alien reality for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we believe it's actually connected to a version of Earth also.
Okay.
Where that type, not exactly like that, but where it's, alien children are coming, appearing all over that reality. So it's another way of disclosure, you could say.
Okay.
So yeah. So that baby was connected to you. So basically that was basically your child overall in the long
Okay. Yeah, I decided to adopt it. So apparently it was connected to me, and it was giving messages to me.
That's always always connected to you. That was supposed to happen the way it did. So yes.
Okay. Interesting. And my other question was, I just wanted to check in on my fiance. He passed away, and he's always around me. And he was feeling guilty about it lately. And I just wanted to see how he's feeling and if he had any messages for me and my son.
Well, yeah, and your spiritual progress is helping him heal. He's there as protector. So as you feel more connected to yourself, he feels he doesn't have to be there because he's like guarding you all the time. He's worried.
Yeah.
Obviously. But as you are discovering more of yourself, you get stronger and stronger, that vibration. He'll still be there, but his anxiety won't be there as much because he is still very connected to the earth, even in spirit. So he's not going to let go anytime soon.
Okay.
So, but just do your progress as you need to. You don't have to. He's fine where he's at, but I mean, he needs this pain he's going through.
Yeah, he does.
It's part of his growth. So.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Blessings. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got James.
Hello. Okay. So I've been feeling strange lately because I'm trying to summon the Sumerian deities around me, or is it because I'm empowering my chakras, or is it because the collective energies are the winter energies here?
There's a lot of spirits that came in with the winter. There is Sumerian energies with you, yes. But I believe it just has to do with the timeline shift that occurred. A major timeline occurred, and you shifted with it. And it can feel kind of heavy. So, yeah, with the winter brought in a new timeline, basically. So, but you are connecting more, what I can see.
I see. So Amazon are gonna build something that looks like a Tower of Babel in Virginia near DC. Is that connected to? Is that connected to me or Lilith or something like
that? Mostly Lilith, but yes, your energies are there. Yes, it is to bring in a new climate. It's going to be a strange building overall. It is a metaphysical building to a degree, but it's designed to bring in a certain portal. Now, is that positive or both? Both positive and negative. It's a compromise. So that's why it needs that strange design for it to do what it's intended to do. So, yeah, that company is going to become more alien over time. It's kind of showing itself now. So, but it is connected to nature to a certain degree, but it's part of more of a darker nature. But either way, so, it's connected to Venus. So that company itself is connected to Venus.
Because I think I had dreams of myself building something like that for 10 years.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Yeah, because you're connected to that collective. Yes. Yeah. Think of yourself. I see you on Venus, seeing structures like that. So yes, you are involved with it in that regard. Yes, I definitely see that there. So,
thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, I have Braden's questions. He asked me to read. His first question: do you have any messages for me?
Yes, you are balancing yourself out at this time. Yes, you're clearing your mind. There's a lot of difficulties thinking clearly due to the current environment, of course. But we do see your financial situation improving, but also your emotions will calm down over time. I feel like there's just a lot of conflict going on recently due to decision making. But we've March will be a better month for you, but it's not entirely clear how that's going to turn out. You're still working on the March timeline. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question: is there anything else you can tell me?
Yes, you do shift the timelines into Atlantis. We also see Titanic timeline. I'm not really sure if you were on the ship itself, but we do see you have a connection with it. I believe to those that built it, the families that were funding it, you were connected to their family lineage, from what I can see. And there is a tall white connection there also, for something like that to be created. I don't believe you're part of its destruction. Well, probably it was destroyed on purpose, though. The rumors are true on that one, at least from our perspective. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Ben's questions. His first question: are there any messages for my guides?
You are connecting to the higher realms of Agartha, to the fairy realm, for your own healing. You are releasing a lot of negativity, programming this reality. So we see like you're releasing a lot of material energies, and connecting more to your higher self, what we see. So the next couple of months, I feel like a positive download of your ancient self we see coming through. You're actually very connected to Indians, ancient Indians, which is Atlantean. Part of them, at least. Lessons.
Okay, thank you. The second question: what are my connections to the Arcturians, and how can I connect with them?
Well, that also connects to the Indians also. So, well, think about like an Indian, like where they can like sit in Indian style and hover around, move around. Think of like an ancient alien being that, yeah, it just has magical powers that is beyond this earth. At least, well, in imagination, where it exists, where magic is everywhere. That's the realms that you're used to as an Arcturian being. And slowly you're reconnecting to that vibration. Think of like an earth where you just have all your powers. And you can be humanoid also. They usually take a human form to use it because their form doesn't always fit in this reality. They like having human avatars. Yeah, you like being an Arcturian connected to this, like a world like this, at a heightened power is always fascinating for them. So, blessings.
Okay, very cool. Blessings. Okay, up last this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in. Blessings. My first question is for my mother. She's asking for her guides if they have any messages on where to focus her thoughts in order to improve her health physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, especially during times like these we're living in.
This is for your mother, correct? Or
yes.
Yeah, she has worry everywhere. So focus on the cure, not the disease. So prayer. Seems like the power of prayer is very powerful for her. So just connecting with prayer, not worrying. Yeah, it's like just prayer. Who she wants, to source what she feels as her for her highest being, and that will remove a lot of her difficulties here. Just the power of prayer. As long as she wants to do the prayer with you, it can be a long one, where she just feels protected. And she can create it as she goes also. She doesn't have to say one that's already been said. The more she creates it, it's coming from her. It's just basically sending energies to others, her family, also bringing positivity to herself, of course. And that'll help because she's worried about family too, of course. Just help clear out the worry.
Right, right. So focus on the cure when she's praying.
Yeah. hmm There's always going to be some kind of worry there. It's quite understood, especially with the climate of the world. But it should show she cares too. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with worry because it's normal. Put it that way.
Right, right. Well, thank you for that. I'll show this to her later.
Mhm.
For my second question, I just leave it open. See if I have any messages from your collective.
You also are somewhere to be in a realm of giants, of giant yourself, but also you've been human in the form that you're in, but also a time of magic. You can say Mayan temples. Think about Mayan temples flying, floating around.
Mm.
A reality where just matter does not matter. Where telekinesis is at its fullest power. It's like a place of knowing your strength. So many can connect to their abilities. Basically, it's like an exercise realm of reality where you can just, connect to a boulder, move that boulder, move it around, and understand your abilities, and keep many objects in the air as you go about your day.
Is this somewhat like a reality we'll be able to tap into psychically down the road or consciously, or is
Yeah.
this going to be an astral experience?
Oh, astral experience right now. But even, it's just the energies on the earth are so dense, it's difficult to focus. I mean, that's why if you're focusing on your power like if you have no commitments or any work or anything, like you can commit, like what the Tibetans do, they just,
Right.
connect.
You get
If
connect
you
to their
had more
rainbow-like
time,
body.
yeah, if you had time to just do that for like, I would say 7 weeks, you'll feel maybe able to do more telekinesis abilities, things like that, and then much more. Even even shaving your head, if you want to go that far, you don't have to, but some feel like it's better just to do that.
Well, that is my look right now. So
Yeah, but yes, and so if your energy now feels like you're just healing the Earth's, and you're very deep into the Earth's vibration at its core, actually. You see, you're connected to Mother Earth. You are part of the Earth realms, where Mother Earth and you can say the Titans of your ancient Greece are there. You can say it's almost like a Romanesque reality where they're deciding but it's inner Earth. It's not up in the sky in the clouds. That's what I can see there.
Yeah, I was getting an image of a anime called Ragnarok. Yeah.
But this is a place where, I see whether they're Atlantean Olympians, where they're all speaking about what's going on with the Earth. But you're part of those discussions, and you don't always like what you hear, of course. But that's why you might not always feel it, because it's just the same old thing. But as a realm that you connect to Mother Earth. You do. I mean, she's there to hear everyone's voice. It's their time is very slow, so meaning that she can hear 8 billion people talk to her if she wants, but it'll be one after the other, though. It's just a different time there.
When I'm connecting with that vibration and I'm, doing my Tibetan kind of monk meditating training vibrational, am I overloading the planet, when I'm, grounding it? Because I felt kind of guilty the other day when she made a comment, not directed at me personally, but saying that we can give her too much energy that the world's not ready for yet.
Well, for your case, it's fine.
Okay.
For others just they want this new Earth and they're kind of forcing it. With you're more of like a tree, and you just work. So you work with it gradually. You're just healing, and others are doing this too. Just healing the vibration. Not saying we want this new Earth. We want no more problems, and they're kind of forcing an agenda. Let's put it that way.
Right. I just send the energy that is just overwhelming, and then let her distribute it as she sees fit.
We don't see what you're doing as overwhelming at all.
All right.
There's that message was for certain individuals. I'll find it.
Okay.
Or maybe they'll ignore it. Whatever.
I could just go full charge with without guilt or anything like that.
Oh yeah, your energy is just organic. It's like it's like rain. You just rain on even if it's a storm. Even if you flood the area, it's okay. She allows what you're doing everything you can, and she doesn't need the rain anymore. She'll just say no more. That's enough right now. But that's your energy going into the earth. So.
All right, very cool. Appreciate that. Well, thank you again for coming in this evening. Blessings to you.
Blessings to all of you. Yes, we will make a return eventually. Much love to all of you. Blessings. All right. Have a great night, everyone.